So here is where past meets present, where hip meets heritage.
老板，来碗面。
And here you can dig up all kinds of stories of old Beijing and new Beijing alike. So let's walk Beijing. If you haven't been to the hutongs, then you haven't really been to Beijing. And that's the name for these old alleyways and lanes that made up the old city. There are lots of residences over on the other side and then all these cool trendy shops, restaurants and bars. So I like this place because there's not your run-of-the-mill tourist shops or souvenir shops like that. I think everything has a story of its own. Like this one, Plastered 8. And they're pretty famous in Beijing already amongst expats and locals for their very well-designed t-shirts. Let's go have a look. 你好，阿姨。
啊，你好，美女。
阿姨，您这个店开了多久啊？
我们这店是06年开的，而且是南锣鼓巷的第一家店。
Really different from your usual kind of souvenir type slogans and logos and prints on these t-shirts. So the owner is British, and the owner designed this. So these are all things that it has attracted him to Beijing, and a lot of the quintessential Beijing stuff. I'm gonna try on some of these.
好，来，您这边请。对。哇，美女
！Corona killer. That's better. It's nice and warm, very cool. Quite street. And this is a cool design here. 那凉快 Magic. 在哪儿待着 An old Beijing phrase for just get out of the way. It literally means go wherever it's cold and cool. I love walking down these hutongs because you just never know what you'll come across. And actually, if you go down some of these lanes, you take a little step away from some of these trendy, cool shops and all the lights, then you see so much history of Beijing right here. I mean, you'll find old residences of famous artists like Qi Baishi, for example, or you might find even the old residence of the last empress of China, Wanrong. So we're going to go down this hutong here. 菊儿hutong. So this area is actually the site of a really important urban renewal project back in the late 80s to the early 90s. And around that time, Beijing was fast developing, and the population density, the traditional homes that people would live in, these kind of one-story courtyard homes, just simply wasn't going to be enough to accommodate this expanding population. So one famous architect, Wu Liangyong, from Tsinghua University, he stepped in, he sort of spearheaded this project where he would try to renew these homes based on the existing structures that they have and turn them into something that would suit modern purposes. We found this nice little Indian restaurant tucked away near the Drum and Bell Tower, so very near where we were in Nanluguxiang. So the food is here. We have the food, and I'm not eating by myself this evening either. I have the restaurant owner here to accompany me throughout this meal, Mr. Chen. This looks really good. So some of these things I haven't had before, so including this.
Tandoori.
Wow, so this is
Tandoori paneer tikka.
Well, all for me. Wow. 那我就开吃了，老板。Oh, it's really good. 印度餐厅，我觉得像在鼓楼这么很传统北京的地方，也是挺独特的。您是怎么想到在这边开一个印度餐厅的呢？
古老的这个印度的这些菜，和这个还是觉得在这个地方啊，只有像北京像鼓楼这个老区才能接住这么重的这种文化，所以两种它 fusion 起来感觉还气氛还对。
那16年了，您觉得鼓楼这边变化大吗？
那变化可大了。最大变化应该你看到这些胡同啊、街道越来越整洁吧。
它在整洁的同时，您觉得有没有就是在文化方面或者老北京的方面，就有没有流失掉什么？
我觉得它这个流失的话，我觉得这种东西是必然的。你改，因为原来的那种环境啊， 看起来好像你像保护这种文化是吧？就这东西你看你两边看，比如印度你说那种乱呀，它那些贫民窟啊、旧街区应不应该保护？最重要的是让就是住起来舒服，先要解决这个我觉得功能性的问题。
We talk about preserving history, preserving so much of the culture, but at the same time, you've got to think about how to make it more livable for the residents, how to make it more accessible. I think I'm really lucky today. Not only getting a good meal and a lovely conversation, it's great to eat with you.
好，谢谢。
谢谢陈老板。